Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. Hmm. Okay, hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. I'm so excited because this is our 4-month update video to the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, and I can't wait to show you what this palette looks like now. But before I do that, I need to insert a clip of what it looked like last month. Okay, so here is what the palette is looking like now after 4 months of usage. Okay, so I am very excited. Let's talk. Our goals last month were to finish off the 3 shimmer shades, Honey, Pearl Slate, and Moss. So hopefully you can tell that Honey and Pearl Slate have been completely used up, and Moss just has this teensiest little corner left hanging on. I was so sad that I couldn't actually, get him done, but there's so little there. I think that honestly, after if I just focused on him for another week, I could have it gone. I really enjoyed Honey and Pearl Slate. Did not get tired of those whatsoever. Moss, however, though, I did actually end up getting tired of, and I'm wearing it today, but I have ColourPop's Tea Garden topped on top of it, which I really like the way that turned out. I don't know how well it's translating on camera. I wish I would have known about that combination sooner, because I think I would have gotten more enjoyment out of Moss for that. But either way, I might take a little bit of a break from him, just because it's getting to, let's see, I'm filming this on October 29th, so it's coming up on November, obviously, and green is not a shade or color that I want to use right now. So I think that instead of trying to be I'm gonna finish Moss in the month of November, I'm just gonna continue to use him more organically and finish him off that way. It's also funny too, every time we set a goal for Moss, we never meet it. It's always the next month that we actually hit that goal. Either way, so let's go down the rows here. Flamingo I don't think I used it at all this month, maybe once or twice. And then you can see here on Cedar, the pan has definitely expanded. Now this is my eyebrow shade that I use over my dip brow. And then I don't know if you can tell, I think there's a dip in Mocha forming. I've been using this in my crease quite a bit. As you can see too, the pan on Oat has significantly expanded. Oat is very hard pressed in there though, so it's not as quickly moving as some of the more powdery shades within this, which I'm not mad about. Oat is my daily go-to transition shade, so I'm happy that he's hanging on. There's also a little bit of a dip in Sugar Cookie. I started to, after I used up Honey and Pearl Slate, I started to kind of play around with more shades in this palette, and I was really drawn to the blues and the silvers, especially because now we're getting into winter, and that just feels so appropriate to me. So that's where Sugar Cookie came in at. Spice is actually starting to get a bit of a dip on him, I hope you can see. And then like I said, we used up Honey, Pearl Slate, Moss. There's just that little corner hanging on. I dipped into, what is this, Steel Wool a time or two. This shade is very, very pretty. It's just this great kind of gray blue shade. I don't know, the ring light might be washing it out a bit much, but it's really gorgeous. I really like this shimmer, and I can't wait to really jump into that this month. But it's interesting because that shimmer is not like the other ones. It's not as loose in there. The other ones are very, I don't want to say crumbly, they're very soft. This one is a little bit harder pressed in there, so I think that that's interesting. So I don't think it will be as easy to hit pan on him and move him out of here like it has been some of these other shimmer shades. Didn't touch Copper Pearl or Peacock or Foam. Didn't touch Lotus. Fairy Tale though, you can see. That is some new nice pan that was unexpected in this palette. So Fairy Tale is again like just this great, to me it's like a blue shade. I'm going to swatch it underneath Steel Wool. It's like a blue purple. I know the ring light's kind of washing it out. It's like a blue purple. It's just a very interesting shade. I really enjoy this. And I was able to hit pan on it because that's actually like my husband's favorite lid shade within this palette. So anytime like we have date night or something, like that's when I reach for it. So I've never like talked to you about the look that I do with Fairy Tale, but it's oat in the crease, and then it's sugar cookie as well in the crease, and which is just like a matte gray shade, and then Fairy Tale over the lid. And sometimes I'll use like I was using Pearl Slate, but I think this past time I used Misty Mauve to like deepen out the outside like V of my eye, and that was really nice together. So very happy that we had new unexpected pan this month. And then the last shade we will talk about with changes is Plum. I hope you can tell that we have like used up about half of Plum, which makes me really happy. I really enjoy Plum as a crease color, and it pairs really nicely with my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow Birthday Cake. I was using Plum with Pearl Slate, and I do want to try it with Misty Mauve and Silver Fox because those two are very similar to Pearl Slate. But if it doesn't work out with those two gray colors, then there's not really anything in here that I would personally like pair Plum with. So we'll have to like pull an outside source, which is fine. The other things that I want to mention is I know that I said in one update, like I only want to remove 6 shadows from this palette, which we have done. But I was playing around with some other shades. So this light sage shade here, it's this matte like light green shade. I tried to pair this with moss because I thought like that would be a really interesting look. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on camera with the light at all, but it's just this really like light kind of minty matte green color. And when I use it, it just makes me look sickly. Like it just does not look right with my skin tone, my hair color, anything. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of that shade. And then I was also playing around with Blackberry here as a color to use in my, like to deepen up my outer V. So Blackberry down here is just, it's a very powdery, crumbly shade. It's like more dry than the other mattes that are in here, and it's patchy. It does not blend well. I do not like it. You know, and at the end of the day, like I'm just not about panning shades that I just don't like or don't get enjoyment from. I think that it's kind of ridiculous. To me, it loses the point of a pan that palette, because yes, part of, you know, me doing this is that it's really satisfying to see like all these shadows used up, and I really want to make sure I get my money's worth. But I'm okay with removing those other 2 shades because it's just not worth it for me to force myself to use something that I just don't enjoy. I think that that would take away from it and actually make me love this palette a lot less if I was like forcing myself into things like that. So those 2 shades will be popped out. So that means all in all, we've removed 8 shades from this palette. I'm not mad at it. You know, not every shade is going to be a winner. So we're just going to roll with it. So let's talk about goals for next month. I would really just love to focus on Fairy Tale, Misty Mauve, Silver Fox, and then up here Steel Wool. Like those just scream like winter to me. And I'm really excited to like play with them, play around with them, figure out like a new go-to look since Pearl Slate and Honey are now gone and Moss is on his last leg. But yeah, overall still really excited. So we have used up in total 6 shades, and we have pan on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. So we're like half and half right now. But yeah, I'm really still enjoying this, really happy. Thank you guys for continuing to follow along on this journey. I hope that you are enjoying it as much as I am. And leave me comments down below. How is your Pan That palette going? If you do any kind of updates for it on YouTube or Instagram, let me know. I would love to go and check it out. But until the next one, I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.